Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters. Welcome to our show, The Calligrapher. We have started on the blackboard before the alphabet. We stopped actually on Ra letter. We are going now to complete with the other letters, and we will see if there are any chance to create some letters from each others, or how we can write all of them in a simple way. So now we are going to write Sin letter and continue. Sin. We'll start with the full thickness of my chalk or my pen, whatever the way we are using. And from the edge of the thin, we'll go up. Another nib, little bit bigger, and we'll go down, full thickness and thin. The body of Sin. 2/3 of my pen and full thick, and go straight up with a little bit curve like this way. Let us do the outline. Sin letter. This part actually is 1.5 dot. So means dot here and half, and this only 1 dot in this size. It shows that this space is bigger than this. This is Sin. You see the curve. It's very, very smooth curve, not hard. Comes straight without any cracks here or broken. So this is Sin letter. Another Sin comes from up with full thickness of my chalk or my pen, long, like this. And the end with a very, very smooth curve like this. The whole body of Sin, thick and thin. From this part, thin, I'll start 2/3 of my thickness and full thickness and go up like this way. Here, by the way, it shows here the curve, very long curve here. If I'm doing with this short one or small one, it's like this. Actually, sometimes when we explain to our students, we say that this is like fish. If we make the opposite side or the mirror side of Sheen or Sin letter, It looks like a fish here. So we can see the very, very smooth curve here and there. We go for sad letter. We mentioned before when we wrote ya letter. Dad also same. Ta we created before from ya letter. I'll just remind you for ya letter here. And we'll go for ain letter. Ain, actually, we have to draw it. We start from the thick and right side, and I'll go right to down, and prepare myself for the curve. Go down, smooth, and the whole curve edge of this one I'll draw with the edge of my pen or edge of my chalk or the material I'm using for writing. So this is ain letter. There are another shape of ain comes like this. And instead of this curve, no, I'm doing this shape. So here you see the curve and you see the curve here. The other shape of ain also if I'm close the body of ain, you follow my hands here. So different shapes of ain. We have three shapes or three styles of ain. We can use each one for whatever the purpose I'm going to use. Some of them I can use this one, and some of them I can use this one if I'm going to join any letter like alif or dal. This one, if I have some space here, so I can use this after alif also. I can join the alif with this one. It looks very, very nice, as we have seen before with the work of our masters. After ain, we can use also the same with dot, ghain, ain or ghain. The fa letter, we use the waw head or waw start. It will be the same, waw, qaf, fa. Here. And suppose I'm going to use the ba letter. the same shape here if I'm showing the curve of my edge like egg here in this part. But this is bad letter. I can go for the same head of fa. I can go for wow. Or qaf. I can get also qaf. But you must be careful, my brothers and sisters, for fa and qaf. Don't make the mixing between the both letters. This is the long. It should be here. Fa should be long space, but this should be short. So I couldn't use this as fa letter, or I couldn't use this as I couldn't use this as qaf letter. I'm sorry. I couldn't use this as a qaf, as a long, or I couldn't use this as fa with one dot. No, this should be qaf with two dots, and this should be fa with one dot. So this is fa, qaf. Kaf, we have mentioned before from alif shape. I can little bit down with a smooth curve also to be kaf. So where I put my hamza hand, it would be here on the same line of this curve. Kaf. Lam will be the same shape without this. This is kaf and lam. Mim we have mentioned on the last time with the name of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We showed how many kinds, how many shapes for mim we can use it. So kaf, lam, mim, noon would be also like a part of ya or a part of qaf. We can do it here. The same body of ya or qaf, we have to use it. I mean the end of the whole body of the letter. This is noon. Ha letter, one dot, a little bit curve with a thin edge. From the thin edge, I go with a curve up and I close it here and I go straight. There are another shape of ha, like this, if it comes in the middle. Or this shape, or also this shape we can make it if we are writing Yahdi. So this is Ya and this is Ha. So this also shape of ha. Waw letter, we mentioned here the same head of fa, qaf. We can do it here. And yeah, as we mentioned before also, or the returned yeah, something come from up to down, thick and thin, and from here a little bit curve. So this is ya raja'a or returned ya. It can be take a long time, a long space. Sorry, even we are making our writing. Suppose I'm writing in a mosque or needs big distance. I can go like this. So it can go for any more of distances. So those brothers and sisters, the whole letters of Thuluth style, I hope that we can show as we can show here the creating the letters together, or how the shapes or the common shapes between waw and fa and qaf. Also the noon, ya, and noon there. We can see the difference between the curves also. I think that we can little bit practice and improve. We will see after the short break, inshallah, our participants what they have wrote from the blackboard.
Ask Huda.
Dear brothers and sisters, welcome to a new edition of Ask Huda.
I have 2 questions.
Please go ahead. You can read it in Arabic and you can also understand the meaning in your own language. The different tafsir and the interpretation of the meanings of the Quran are available in almost every language that exists on earth by the grace of Allah. The water of Zamzam is for whatever intention you drink it with. Salih from Egypt, his father has the way, and he asked about how can he help him. Very good question.
Can we give a zakat to any of the dawah centers?
The ibadah or the act of worship is a part of the unity of worship. It has to be paid to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and in accordance with the guidance of His Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
Brothers and sisters, welcome back after the short time of the break. We finished almost the Thuluth style of all the letters, almost. How do you see, Abdul Rahman?
It's very nice, and we still have to do more practice.
Do you feel it's still heavy, isn't it?
Yes.
It's a heavy style.
Yes.
Really, we are enjoyed a little bit of writing the alphabet of Thuluth style, and we are going now to have some comments about what our participants have been done. So, can you show me what you have?
Frankly, Doctor, I noticed some parts of the letters that are similar. Here, there, this part.
Yeah, let's see in front of our viewer that they can also participate us of the opinion. Yeah, What you are talking about?
I mean these parts, this
The body.
and this,
Yes.
the final part of the
Correct.
letters.
Correct. Actually, they're
Are they
seen,
the same or similar?
sheen, or this kind of seen, sad, dad, are same. Exactly. Yes.
Qaf, also noon.
Yes. Qaf and noon. They also come between the head of waw
Yes.
and qaf, fa.
My question
Yeah.
is, are they the same or similar?
No, they are same because the movement of the pen when you start writing waw letter, so you start from down to up with full thickness of your pen, a little bit movement to write. Then you keep your hand out of the paper. Take the ink and again start with the down, little bit down thin, and again start thick. So it gives you the full correct shape of waw letter or qaf or fa. Yeah.
Okay, and this.
What
and
about this and this, isn't?
Yes.
No, actually there are some difference between, little bit difference, because sad and dad is a little bit large inside.
Yes.
It takes 1.5 dots inside from your thickness, and this only can take 1 dot.
Yeah, so
1 dot of your
then sad
of your
is larger
thick.
than.
Yeah, sad, the head of sad is little bit larger than ta or za. But it's almost same shape. We can use the same movement of your pen or your... I mentioned to our brothers and sisters, if you couldn't find this kind of bamboo stick, even I think it's available in wherever, but you can use also some markers with the edge, cutting head. So it helps also sometimes, at least. How do you see about this? Even we are not allowed to write with the marker, but I think it can help so
Yes,
much,
yes.
isn't?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. About also the edges of alif or lam or kaf. Here we can see. We start with the thick on little bit right side, and the edge of the pen, I'll do the very, very thin hand here. So it will go straight. It called zulf. Zulf means the end of the alif from the head. Ain also we have to draw it in this part.
Yeah.
I have seen one of our friends, the masters of Arabic calligraphers. He's actually using the full thickness. One day he told me that I'm going to challenge myself. So he used to do it in one part and one time. But he...
Can he make it?
He did already, but the pen has been damaged. So he lost his pen. It was thick and very, very nice pen from actually this quality. From this quality, it was thick.
Okay.
But he lost the pen because the pen is very, very close to the calligrapher. That's why we should keep our pens clean all the time. And just only I want to mention to our friends, brothers and sisters, that you have to clean from time to time your pen. You keep a bottle of water and just keep the pen inside and clean it, because it should be free from any kind of ink or something, because it will close and give more thickness to the pen. It doesn't give you the proper way of size. Here also I can see the curve. You see he started from the thick and thin, and again here it's very, very difficult letter also. Ain, ha, jim, kha, or ain and ghain also. It needs more practice and more work. So we can see the good calligrapher different from one to another by using this very, very neat work of letters, jim, ha, kha, But other letter maybe a little bit easier than
Compared
this
to I,
complicated letters. But we saw, mashallah, you have done
Thank you.
a very good work, and also we are so proud that you participate as this show
Thank you,
for the
Doctor.
calligrapher.
Thank you, Doctor.
Yes.
To my opinion, I found that thuluth is the most difficult type
Style.
of calligraphy.
Yeah, actually we have said so
but-
many
but-
times.
But
about-
Doctor, the more difficult, the more interesting.
Yeah, because it's more difficult. It should
Yeah.
be more interested also. But I think with everything, with the practice, with more practice, couldn't be difficult or couldn't be. Everything comes with the practice and work and work.
بعد عصري
It looks-
يسرى.
بعد العسر يسرا. Correct. And we'll see, Dr. Abdurrahman, what you have done with our letters. Oh, mashallah. You see here, you see the different letters here of sin. As you said also here, that the same body of these
same
curves, yeah, the same curves also. See how he did.
But I think noon is late shorter than this.
Yeah, noon, I said, no, noon should be larger than this.
Larger.
Larger, yes. Sin or sheen or sad or dad, it should be smaller than this. Noon should be more, the wide here,
Okay.
more.
Yes.
And ha, even it needs little bit
this
go
one.
down, and with here a very, very smooth curve also from this part. Here, exactly. You should go here, up till here,
Okay.
and from here you go little bit up. It gives you very, very smooth curve here, and it's good connection between ha, also here, very nice curve. This, yeah, returned, yeah, to do in the right way. First, you have to clean your pen. Start with the head of this one. Suppose you are going to write tammim, ta, mim.
Yes.
So we write ta like this.
Yes.
And I reach up till here. Then I'll put my pen in the ink to get more, because I have to start a long way for return. Yeah. From here to here, I should prepare my pen
Enough.
with
ink.
enough ink. Yeah, with
Okay.
enough ink. So I have to
It's a journey.
add the yeah. So from here, a little bit curve to down
Okay.
and right, and go straight away to the end of your yeah. So it doesn't give you any kind of cracks. Also, when we write the long letters like alif or sin or shin or yeah, returned yeah, or sometimes we take noon, like we have seen before. إن هذه أمتكم أمة واحدة. إن noon carry all the letters. So it needs more work, needs more concentration. So I have to take my breath and keep it, and I start. So I kept full breath inside. I don't need to move, because if I can't take like this. So my breath will make my hand cracks or move. It doesn't give me the right way or right direction of my letter. So I have to keep breathe inside, long breath, and then I start without any movement here. So I just finish the ink, I'll take another ink, again another breath, and I complete. So this is the right way of doing the work in a proper way. That's why we feel so tired after we finish one piece of the calligraphy. Sometimes you can stay maybe 1 month to finish a
And at the
piece
same
of-
time, Doctor, when we finish writing our calligraphy, we feel very satisfied. Yeah.
You should be satisfied because you have done something, you know, in the proper way, in a nice and neat and clean. Because every part of your letter, you should give the full attention of your feelings, your concentration, your mind. Because we want to send also a full message to our brothers and sisters in all over the world about our fine arts of the cornerstone of the Islamic art, the Arabic calligraphy, the language of the Holy Quran. So I think that we almost finished now, brothers and sisters, the alphabet of Thuluth style with a little bit few words of the same style, also Thuluth. We showed how to create some letters from the other letters. And thank you very much to participate us, and thank you also to join us for this conversation or this comments. And welcome again and again to our show, The Calligrapher. And inshallah, we'll see you again. في أمان الله.